Hello there. Welcome to Just the Dis. We talk about Blu-rays here, or in some cases, like this one, we talk about a lack of Blu-rays. This is another in my Not on Blu-ray series, and yeah, I'm just shocked that this one still hasn't made it, because it's so darn good. And that would be John Dahl's film Red Rock West, starring, as you can see, Nicolas Cage, Lara Flynn Boyle, Dennis Hopper, J.T. Walsh. One of my favorite character actors, Dan Shore, shows up in this movie. One of the great neo-noirs, I think, of all time. This is part of a great run of neo-noirs that John Dahl did in the 1990s. He started with Kill Me Again with Val Kilmer and Joanne Whalley-Kilmer and Michael Madsen. That is on Blu-ray via Olive Films. He would go on after this to do The Last Seduction, which is another all-time great neo-noir with Linda Fiorentino. That is also on Blu-ray from Scorpion. Red Rock West is not on Blu-ray that I know of. And this was a big hit, at least at the video store I worked at in the 90s. I remember people were really digging this. We were recommending this movie left and right to people because it is just so much fun as a noir. It's got an awareness of noir sort of tropes, and I'm not going to give anything away because just having rewatched it tonight, I showed it to my wife and my son, and they had a blast with it. And I hadn't seen it in long enough that I had forgotten some of the really good twists in the movie. I'm going to, try not to reveal any of those, but the idea of the story is basically, it's one of those small subgenre of movies like the can't get out of a town movie, So you have a character sort of down on his luck, played by Nicolas Cage, named Mike. He shows up in this small town in Red Rock. Is it Nevada? I can't remember where. Wyoming. Sorry, it's in Wyoming. He's from Texas. That's actually a plot point. And so he shows up. He's going to maybe try and take a job in an oil drilling operation. And he has a bad knee. And he decides to be honest with the foreman and tell him about his leg. And he does not get hired. And then a series of events happens, and he is sort of mistaken for a hitman. And boy, do things get interesting after that. Did I mention J.T. Walsh? I think I did. J.T. Walsh is in this, and he is just fantastic. He is dearly missed. One of the great character actors of all time. And yeah, so Cage's character, I just love this guy. He's not playing it too big. He's more like subdued in a lot of ways. He has a few moments of very expressiveness, but for the most part, he's playing it just like a normal guy who got stuck in this situation, trying to play it cool, but it becomes more and more difficult to play it cool as things spin further and further out of control. I really, really love this movie. I forgot how much. And it doesn't even seem to have like an HD master, because you can watch this on iTunes, I think, and I have it on Vudu, but it's in SD only. So I don't even know that an HD master has been done, which is crazy. I mean, I can only imagine that, it's from Sony, but it's Polygram. So I know Polygram is gone now. Maybe some of those movies got hung up legally. I'm not sure the deal with it, but boy, is this a movie waiting for a nice Blu-ray. I just can't tell you. This has a commentary track from John Dahl and his brother Rick, who are the writers of the film. And yeah, Kill Me Again is pretty solid. If you haven't seen that, really enjoyable. Last Seduction also, is very good. But I think Red Rock West for me is probably John Dahl's masterpiece. And I just was having such a blast rewatching it. It's a movie where you actually kind of go, oh, yeah, wow, when certain things are revealed. And that doesn't happen with noir as much. I mean, I guess it's a thing where the noir tropes are sort of drilled into us to a point where, we've seen them ripped off and transmutated, through the years and over time, that even if you haven't seen this exact story, you haven't seen this exact story, but like certain parts of it, enough of movies to be like, oh, that's a bad idea, or I think I know where this is going. And this is a movie that is seemingly aware of all those things and kind of like surprises you. And yeah, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I can't recommend watching it enough. As I said, you can find it digitally in SD in some places. The DVD, I think, is still available. But yeah, it's really a bummer to me. This one hurts my heart a little bit because I just wish, back when Twilight Time was doing a lot of Sony stuff. I mean, Polygram, I think is part of Sony. But yeah, I just don't know. There must be some hang up with it because it's too good a movie to not be on Blu-ray. So I can't imagine that there's not some entanglement that's holding it up. But I think it's a great, entry in this series and a movie that I really can't recommend highly enough if you like noir and neo-noir and Nick Cage. This whole cast is really strong and everybody turns in a wonderful performance. And yeah, I forgot, like I'd planned to talk about this as part of this series. And I was like, oh, I'll get around to rewatching it and, it'll be good, I'm sure. But it was like even better than I remembered. So my highest recommendation for Red Rock West, and here's hoping that somebody out there sees this and or it's already in the works from some label that we love and is going to get a really nice special edition treatment because it dearly, dearly deserves it. So that is it for this round of Not on Blu-ray. I hope you're enjoying this series. Let me know in the comments if you are, and I'll speak to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.